Many Dharma friends. Please, you repeat me this verse first, and then repeat the Manjushri's mantra. Okay. Yes, that will be great. We have this small booklet. I think you don't have this, but it's okay. It's slightly different. Yes. So this verse number 55. Verse number 55 and the yes. In the Zoom, maybe you don't have this, but it's okay. You repeat to me. Can you unmute? Unmute. Oh, now, as long as space endures,
as long as space endures,
as long as there are beings to be found,
as long as there are beings to be found,
may I continue likewise to remain,
may I continue likewise to remain,
to drive away the sorrows of the world.
to drive away the sorrows of the world.
Om Arapatsa
Om Arapatsa
Nadi.
Nadi.
Om Arapatsa
Om Arapatsa
Nadi.
Nadi.
Om Arapatsa
Om Arapatsa
Nadi.
Nadi.
Om Arapatsa
Om Arapatsa
Nadi di 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 Now you'll verse number 53. 53. Whenever I desire to gaze on him, or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjungosha, my protector. Okay, thank you so much. Tangge duje jajare zandra jinja mata duje ponjam pa surja lomba dabra jibak shakje jabu jadung janza durjin janje telo naroda la chije gamba ba pamodra ba jawan rogom kaju la nam je da jon je dan dan sera tam je da lama lab la ye jizo zo la san yong din jam zeng a la wang din de dong jin de be ge le zor da zo lo chu zon ro war xin je lab de sur chu lam den ro war xin je lab de za lam ro war ze war xin je lab de ro wa yi ji zan ja war xin je lab de zo chen jian za wa la ma ji je ku zong do je xin lam da 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 ge ju lam be de Dage temba da simjin je don labo chendra bar zinje labdu sor. And the Essence of Mahayana teaching, verse number 21 and 22, page number 8. In this supreme vehicle of great bliss, diligent ones will swiftly reach safety. A master qualified in Tantara installs on the disciple the potential for the profound, through the which is explained as rinsing and pouring the fourfold process of empowerment performed in its entirety, being the wellspring of all one's needs and desires. There is no accomplishment without it. Having received them, do not deviate from the three aspects. As for the samayas, when the common fundamental ancillary and so forth are all kept, you will enjoy all benefits and bliss, while their deterioration will descend you into the lower realms. Therefore, safeguard them as you would your life, and knowing their crucial moments. Oh yeah. So as well, you now today's teaching is the essence of Mahayana teaching. So the essence and Mahayana. First, let us know Maha and Yana. So Maha is in your mind, Yana is in your mind. But it is metaphor or example is outside of you, outside of your mind. It is like a big truck, big car. If there is a car, like a big truck, from Seattle to the New York, or Los Angeles to the Massachusetts or some, the many days, many hours, they though these trucks, how to say, there are many things in the truck, and then it carries, they carry many things from one state to another state. So likewise, Maha means your mind should become vast. Yana means then you are going to carry, that means you are going to, you have a special responsibility. That is, you are the master of all sentient beings. You are the master of all sentient beings, and you are going to take responsibilities of all mother sentient beings. And then essence means love. So you are you should generate love all sentient beings. If you first you try to generate your love towards all sentient beings, if you cannot generate your love towards all sentient beings, and then you image they all are as your mom, as your father, or as your siblings, or as your relatives, or as your pet, or as your loved one. So then, through this method, you can generate your love vastly. Otherwise, sometimes it is difficult to generate love vastly. Do you love by yourself? If I ask you, your answer is yes. That's true. You love. I love by myself. You love by yourself. But then it comes. It's a kind of a naturally. We love ourselves. Yeah. But to love other beings, to generate other beings, we need to practice. Why? Because grasping. Because of our self-grasping. We have a strong self-grasping, so we cannot share our love. But if we are turn on our wisdom light, then we understand if we generate our love towards other beings, that means our love increases our love. If we only love ourselves, we cannot increase this love. That means when we have challenges, obstacles, problems, at that moment, this love cannot become medicine. This love cannot solve these problems. That problem. But if we love to all thinking beings, and then when we have obstacles, difficulties, challenges, then that our love becomes medicine. And then it recovered from this illness. That is 400% truth. For example, you have a master. Your master and you you both are human being. I mean, you both are in the human's form. Maybe your master is physically weaker than you. But when you and your master have the same problem, and your master immediately solve this problem, and you cannot solve this problem because your love is like your love is very small, and your master's love is vast. So you and your master both, your master are same. You both don't need experience any single suffering. You both doesn't want any obstacles. You both do not want any obstacles. So the difference is your bodhicitta or love and your master's bodhicitta and love is slightly different. So teaching means the method to improve your love. If you have if you apply these methods, for example, there is a karma cause and effect. That is also a method to promote your love. If you generate love, that means you are entering in the stage of Buddha, or entering in on the stage of the happiness. So if you have no more drink, no more food to eat, no more clothes to wear, no more like jewels and something like that for how to say, the ornaments and so forth. If you have love here, it's called inner beauty. People love you because your inner beauty is like a magnetism. It has a special power. People love you, animals love you, Buddhas love you, Bodhisattvas love you, Yidam deities love you. And they always being with your mind. So if you improve your love, your mind becomes clean and clear. And then you can see Yidam deities. Your mind is like a mirror, so Yidam deities appear there. Right now, how many years we practice these different Yidam deities, and then it says visualize the moon disk, sun disk, this mantras or implement and everything we try to do and forget, right? Try to do and cannot vivid, it's not clear, and sometimes fall down, sometimes we cannot image. But if you improve your love, and then they appears to you, and they are so kind to you. If they are not good beings for you, this doesn't matter, just Yidam appears or just your enemy appear in your mind. So that's very important. In fact, you are going to pure your mind. In the Mahamudra, there are 4 yogas: single pointed, simplicity, one test, no meditation. In the Zoba Jimbo, there is a Tikchu Tugar. In 6 yoga of Naroba, there is the Tumo, illusory body, clarity, dream, poa. There are kind of these practices. For example, practice Tumo. The main thing is, if you practice special Tumo, and then you try to get warm here on the navel chakra, you visualize fire here, very big fire or small fire. But here it not work sometimes. If here the crown chakra doesn't work, you cannot experience bliss. And you try to transcend, descend the bindu image, that sometimes your navel chakra doesn't work. It's happened. But if you keep pure mind with love, then sometimes you think, oh, I'm going to practice Tikchu. Tugar. And then you are look at the sun and moon, sunlight. And then you try to see some yidams there. It's quite difficult. Sometimes it appears there are yidams, you are happy. but then sometimes disappear, you are unhappy. Likewise, when you visualize thermal fire here, sometimes a little bit warm. At that time, you are very comfortable, nice, and sometimes it disappear. But I don't mean they all are not important. They all are important, but principle thing is you are going to make clean your mind. You are going to keep how to say this clarity. You are going to arise clarity. Clarity arises from pure mind. So that's why if your mind is clear, if your mind is pure, the navel chakra spontaneously open. Crown chakra spontaneously open. When crown chakra and navel chakra spontaneously open, you spontaneously experience bliss. That is called experience. And spontaneously, these channels, chakras opens, and then you can experience. And then your mind is very pure and clean. And then these yidams, yidam deities appear. Even you don't know where is come from this or there, doesn't matter. Even the ray of your wisdom light, yidams appear. And at that moment, yidams appear. Normally, we visualize yidam. And then again, we should perceive these are like the illusory form, like a moon's and the sun's reflection in the water. But if these yidams arise or appear from your rays of wisdom light, it's spontaneously your attention and these yidams are inseparable. This is the kind of this dharma dharma miracle. These are dharma dharma miracle. And at that moment, you don't want to particularly. These are like this like a illusory form or deluded form. Like it's like a reflections of a moon. It's not real. This is not real. Who is this? That? No worries. Because your mind pure and clear. So these yidams are more than the Amazon national forest. You know, it's like you look in the national forest. That is like a very look at a forest. Sorry, it's that there are the countless of yidams. And then your experience is inconceivable joy. It's not just a joy, it's not just a supreme joy, it's innate joy. Innate joy means non-stop. At that moment, if somebody cuts your fingers, somebody pinch your flesh, no problem. You still everything transforms into profound joy. So all of these how to say, the root of these things is bodhicitta, love. So you need to progressive your love. You need to vastly, first you should feel, you need arise, you need to generate love of feeling. You really should love. It is not superficial love. just if you only make love, or you internally arise love is huge different. At that moment, then you stop to become, how to say, at that moment you don't have a desire to reach a higher stage, because you are really kind of satisfied, if I'm right to use this, satisfied with this, that joy or bliss. It's really, at that moment, somebody, there are trillions of dollars, or there are kind of very expensive cars or whatever they put in front of you. They say, give you, and then your joy, profound, the bliss, these things cannot compare with this profound bliss. At that time, then if you do retreat, you have no challenge. You don't have, and at that time you practice, meditate, whatever you do, even morning to evening you sit on one place, never move, you have no problem. And mosquitoes come on your face, and they inject their bleeding on your face. It's no pain, no suffering. So these all the practices are very important. Don't perceive only these practices I need, other practices I don't need. Don't think you do all, but we should understand the consecration of all the practices. That is love. Our life is like a candle. If candle, butter lamp or candle, maybe candle is better for you, yeah? Candle put in the drawer, is put somewhere, it stays there, yeah? But when our mother gave birth, and then we start to grow, start to grow up, so that means it's like a turn on this candle light, candle flame. So that means then the candle start to melt step by step, each and every moment. Then eventually, this candle is cause of remove candle light. Normally we think the obstacles of our life is coming somewhere, like a car accident, the guns, or poisonous, or natural disasters. We always think that. But in the reality, since we grow, then of course they are too. Like the obstacle of candlelight is wind. That's how we always know that. But the real original cause of the remove candlelight is candle itself. Because this step by step reduce the candle, it melts. That means it reduces. Likewise, our life is step by step getting shorter and shorter. Nobody's life is getting longer and longer. I'm sorry for say that. So today, yeah, if we put our hand on our heart, and then do we have confidence to stay in this world permanently? No. Our life is like a page. It's just turn the page. After 50 years later, if I little give longer, after 100 years later, today, for example, today we start to count 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after 100 years, After 100 years, our even our names maybe not exist in this world. Of course, this body. So that's where sooner or later we all are naturally we say goodbye this earth, Mother Earth. So that's where we have, then we goes where? We goes to, where we go? We will go Pardo. We will go then another life. So that's why right now our ears can listen Dharma. Our eyes can see these Dharma books. Our mind can meditate. Our wisdom knows the value of bodhicitta and love. So these wonderful things being together at that moment, then we are going to accomplish our practice successfully. So the main thing is right now, not only you, not only me, all the practitioners' problem is of course all sentient beings, but right now we are not talking about all sentient beings. The practitioner's main problem is, what is that? Oh, practitioners could not become monastic. So is that a problem? No. Oh, practitioners cannot do many years for retreat. No. Oh, practitioners could not do many dripchins. No. The practitioner's problem is cannot generate genuine bodhicitta, love. That love came from compassion. If we practice love, which arises from compassion, definitely we can accomplish successfully our practice. Right now, for example, we all know His Eminence Garchi Rinpoche. His Eminence Garchi Rinpoche is, in other hand, he is not younger than me. Physically, he is not stronger than me. His eye version, ears, his eyes is version and ears, nose, everything is not better than me. But his profound love, I cannot mimic his love in a single time. That means his love is boundless space. His love is unfathomable ocean. His love is not in the 89 years body form. His love provides everywhere. The 10 directions, 3 times. So that's where he became special. So this is a proof if we are not talking about Buddha and other Bodhisattvas. Likewise, compare your Garchi Rinpoche's body is not taller than you, not bigger than you, but you and Kachir Rinpoche's difference is love. So he generated love. That's where he has no problem. He has some challenges, difficulties. Who sees that? I see. But that challenges, difficulties aren't his challenges and his difficulties. That means he don't perceive that is challenges, that is difficulties. So we all have different problems in the mind. If you are turn your attention, do you have some problems in your mind right now? Definitely. Because we cannot laugh 24 hours. When we laugh and shows smiles. At that moment, our mind is a little happy. And when we have heavy responsibilities, difficulties, we think we are going to laugh. We cannot. So there is a yoga, particular yoga for laughing yoga. Actually, sometimes it's, if we have eventually we try to practice that. Eventually means when we have no other hopes, then we try to practice laughing yoga. Ha 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 ha! But we laugh only mouth, not laugh from the bottom of the heart. So that is not, I think. Yeah. Otherwise, if we generate profound love in the mind. To be honest, whether we laugh or not, but internally, how to say, smiling or smile, is really gorgeous. So there's no problems. So you are all wonderful people. I really respect to you. And you are all very, very fortunate beings. So you are on the stage of a profound opportunity right now. And you are trying to utilize this opportunity. So what is my wish? My wish is I don't let you get other obstacles. That means I don't let you waste your golden opportunity. Wonderful opportunity. So some of you do retreat, it's wonderful. Some of you do practice, it's wonderful. So there are some practitioners. Some practitioners, they practice 30 years. 30 years, and then after they become familiar with some methods of practice. That means eating, sleeping, walking, talking, anytime, 24/7, they practice. But when you are practice, today you understand the practice is very important, and then suddenly what you do? Suddenly you very kind of focus, sit on one place, and then doing that is also not skillful means. So this, as your mind need to be used meditation and so forth, Likewise, your body need to become familiar. So let your body also come step by step. If you have very interesting to play basketball, for example, and then first these soccers, sometimes you focus there. First, they are a little bit exercise, a little bit jump, and then they have some kind of methods to prepare play this basket and football and so forth. Yeah. Likewise, if suddenly you uh, you keep very strict by yourself and meditate day in and night and very too much inside, stay inside too much, especially if your mind keeps inside too much, that is not helpful. That is not a cause of uh, uh, gaining some realizations. So that's why first, if physically you are in the retreat, mentally, don't let traveling your mind in every places, in every countries. Instead, sometimes you meditate, sometimes visualize, sometimes recite these prayers, and sometimes a little bit of walking meditation in your retreat hut, for example. And then sometimes chanting with mantras, chanting mantra with melodies. So these are important. Suddenly don't keep inside, focus inside too much. 1 hour, for example, our meditation class it's a fun because right after then we are talking with other people and walking with other people. So then our mind just come into the balance. So that's why how to practice is very important. Then I say be happy. You try to be happy with your new watch, or new clothes. Then one day something happened with this thing, and your happiness cannot remain with you. So be happy means arise love. You love yourself, and then love for few people. This is Lord Jigten Sumgon's special methods to improve love. First, you love your family, and then you love maybe 10 people. So Jigten Sumgon practice love about 15 days. In 15 days, then it start to arise love. So love a few people in the few a few villages, a few countries, so step by step, then become try to be how to say generate your love vastly. Okay. The weather is pretty warm here. I think who are participating, the Dharma friends who are in your room, maybe you turn it's called AC. You are lucky. We are sweat here. Let us take a little bit nap, okay? We are going to take a nap because it's exactly after lunch. So then we should be quiet for a little while. Just kidding. They are all very, very kind of diligent practitioners. It's okay. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you. So, is it too much? Is too much to talk? Anyone feels is talking too much or not? Not? Thank you. Okay, so the sometimes I only talking like a flows river, and then it can I think it cannot enters in your ears. If they cannot come enters in your ears, then sometimes you are difficult to experience these teachings and difficult to keep in your heart the meaning of these teachings. So sometimes we are going to be fun and sometimes we are going to share different experiences and stories and other things. But today we have this opportunity after this teaching. So I have been teaching the essence of Mahayana for many months, since from many months, almost every this Sunday, if there's no big events. So today we reached the 14 samayas in the Tantara, Vajrayana. The Vajrayana, there are 14 samayas. So then among these 14, exactly today is the 14th. Other part already explained. So just to repeat, let me repeat only one thing, that is samaya. Since samaya is a Sanskrit language, so samaya means these noble ones speaking. Speech, I think, speech. Noble one's speech. So that means they taught us special method to become enlightened in this very life. So if we follow them, follow them as whatever they say, if we are put into the action, then we will be able to attain Buddhahood in this very life. And if we don't follow, then it's like we expect some butter come from sand or water. We expect like a butter getting from occurs from water. If there is a water, how many times shake this water, we cannot get butter. But if there is milk and if we shake this, then we get butter from there. Likewise, we need some benefit. Even we practice only 1 hour or we practice for a long time, either way, if we get some benefit, then the practice is good. If we do not get some benefit, then practice is not bad, but it's I don't know how to say, but in fact we need some benefit, yeah. So the 14th is to disrespect women who are the nature of wisdom is the 14th downfall. So opposite of that is we are going to respect women. So this is the samaya. And the women, actually there are different types of women. Some women are Dakini. That's in the Vajrayana mentioned their attitude and their kind of there are few things. Are they real Dakini or not yet? If they are Dakini, which level of Dakini? So that's where some women particularly came here in this world for help practitioners. But suddenly don't misunderstand that, women come for help practitioners means we always think seems we need to secure union. Don't suddenly image that part. So Dakini, actually, they need love, bodhicitta, and compassion. That is the first and the number one and crucial or very important quality. They need compassion and love, and then they need wisdom. So that is Dakini. For example, in the Yidam, this Vajra Yogini is Dakini. In the Dharma protector, Tara is this Apchi is Dakini. And then in the Yidam, like a Nirmanakaya's form, Tara is Dakini. In the Sambhogakaya's form, Vajra Yogini is Dakini. In the Dharmakaya's form, Panjana Parimita is Dakini. So that's where these are the Dakinis. And then Dakini has different kind of layers, but in generally, practitioners don't perceive that, these are women. And then that means start to look down. They are just women, not important. If we do that, it's over samaya, not become pure. So actually women possess wisdom. Women's wisdom is actually very sharp in the Dharma point of view. Women, it also says Shirab Ranjim Pumila. That means these women possess very sharp wisdom. So right now, what they want, what they need is they need compassion. They do. The women possess compassion because they love their child. And there are big difference. The women see someone kills somebody. Most women very kind of feels very kind of internally they can feel, they have a special compassion. So also the first the seed of compassion in the people is also mothers and women. So that's where women are, and also we all came from mother, and they kept us 9 months and 9 months and 10 days in their stomach. When we were in their stomach, we are not like a snake, only eat air, no food. So in the winter, we need food, we need nutrition. That's where they did not put very kind of big gross food in like a potato, tomato in our mouth. Even they put in our stomach, probably we will die already. We already died. But they eat, first they eat, and then this nutrition or energy, then it come through power of these nutritions, and then it saved our life. So women are a very, very important being in this world. We really need to respect them. But women, from the women, they need the best their quality is love and compassion. If they possess that, they will not make mistakes. They will not misuse their wisdoms. Otherwise, is sometimes it's very possible they use a little bit jealousy. They are slightly different. Most of men and women's difference is quite difficult to say, but majority, sometimes women's jealousy is a little bit strong. Strong means internally same, but it comes out, very kind of easily. Because of this jealousy, sometimes possible women make some mistakes. So that's why try to women. It does not only mean only male have to respect female. It does not mean. Of course, male respect to female and female respect each others. And then female possess compassion, possess love. Another name is bodhicitta. So you already love your husband, your boyfriend, and your babies. So you are going to, increase that vastly. And then the male and the female are like the sun and the moon. So, it is very important in this world. So, since from today, women are we are going to respect women and think, they all possess compassion. So that's why I respect them. This is the Mahayana way of practice. And then actually this teaching says Essence of Mahayana teaching, but it mentioned all these teachings. So that's why today is in the Vajrayana part. So then in the Vajrayana way, women are the cause of profound bliss. So the union of bliss and emptiness, that's where I respect to them. So this is the 14th samaya. If you respect, as they all are mother, they all are darkness, they all are sisters, or they all are the source of the union of bliss and emptiness, and then you respect to them. In the reality, they all are not different. The Vajrayogini, they all are not different. Tara and the Apchi, something like that, and then your samaya is pure. So this is the 14th one. And then another thing is, I think I will not vividly explain today. It's not need so much. But another way is, of course, we respect to all the women in this world. Even not women means not only like a human beings, one, but all the female. If we respect to all female, that's of course wonderful. And Another way is actually the women's are represent of wisdom. That means when receive empowerment. Actually, it's a Bangavan. So all these women are represents of Dharma Dhatu space. Everything occur from there. So there are special way to perceive that women are the like a they possess the quality of Dharma Dhatu space, even physically, and so forth. So that is a and then women from women. Sorry to use the only women there, but it's I think everybody can understand. That's why I'm using this, and also the translation use that. And so from women, for example, today you hear, or women are the dakinis, women are the wisdom, and so forth, and so on and so forth, and then you don't expect people need me respect. The main reason is if they need to respect to me because I'm a woman, don't think that from your side. Because if you perceive this way, then sometimes if people a little bit disrespect or something, and then you are unhappy. So that's where it's good to know everybody that and respect each others. And then males are dakas. We call them dakas. That means method. So that's where it's like a bell, and this is called bell. This represent it's in the ultimate level. Women means this because this sound come from there. If not play this. If we 24/7 put this bell on this table, its sound never come outside. Likewise, if you need this melodious, listen this melodious sound, you are going to play by your hand. Because if you are going to play this, you need handle this. If you use here, this sound, what kind of sound? This sound is terrible, horrible, maybe. So this is a half Vajra, actually. The Vajra is very important. So you need this. The women utilize their profound wisdom in the right path. The male is very important. So dakas are very important. So, see, it's a huge difference. Holding here, so this is the Vajra. Then the Vajra is here, but this is also the half Vajra. So in fact, Vajra and bell inseparably utilize. Tantric practitioners always actually better to have at least a Vajra and a bell. This is a samaya. So it's better to have if you. But this is outer samaya, and inner represents your wisdom and methods. So, for example, and right now I general one I mentioned about this, but in specifically male, for example, for me, I think, I don't have object of female to respect because I don't have I don't have a wife. I don't have this something. If, for example, I don't have a woman teacher or something like that, this is misunderstood. So, male and female both are here. Compassion and wisdom. Male means compassion means male means compassion. Wisdom means the women means wisdom. So these two are very important. So inner samaya is you don't separate. Only follow compassion. What happened? If I have a baby, I generate my compassion to my baby, and I say, I love my baby, so I don't want to spend school. And the baby becomes uneducated. my baby becomes uneducated. You spend your baby in school, you love your baby, of course, you spend your baby in school, and then let him or her study well, and then graduate, and then become educated. I say I love my baby, but I cannot send to school. That's way. Then my one is become uneducated. Eventually, then get problems in cannot get a good job and so forth. That's why only compassion doesn't work. Only wisdom, no compassion. Then what happened? How to destroy, how to kill, how to steal. Everything knows and everything do. No compassion. For example, there one person has only $10. That's all. And if I have opportunity to steal that money, if I have no compassion, I know how to steal this, because that person don't. If I utilize my wisdom, that person doesn't understand that. I steal that money. Then what happened? No compassion, wisdom makes mistake. So that's why these two are very important. Then there are eight branch of samayas, which are the fighting in the mandala. So that's, you see, these are very kind of very important in our future times. Yeah. Usually you don't. Mandala means if you participate, participate in the some like a dripchins. Yeah. And then if you are fight, it's cause of breaking samaya. So don't. So since from today you understand. Yeah. You already received many empowerment, many things. So normally you can negotiate, maybe say something, but during the special practice moment of practice, and just at that time, then you should be alert that don't fight. It's best to be patient. That means. And then another one is, if people ask you questions, that question answer really benefit that person, and that person really need that. And if I understand this answer, and I understand that question, still I don't give answer. I just ignore that question. That is second. And then another one is, if you are understand you possess Buddha nature, and you understand that if you meditate, you realize that, but you don't do that. That is the another one. And then you don't practice any kind of this Vajrayana practices like the generation stages or completion stages. Still you say, oh, I'm a Ngakpa. But if you don't practice them, if you say you are Ngakpa, then this is also the branch of this. Then if you give up Yadam deity, see, first your Yadam deity is Jineze. And then next your Yadam deity is Vajikalaya. When you preferred Vajikalaya, you give up Jineze. That is the not good samaya. But there is one clarify that before your Yidam is Jineze, and next you preferred Vajikalaya. So if you don't have a wrong view about Jineze, or if you never separate compassion with your Vajikalaya practice, then you don't have this problem. If you have a wrong view, oh, Chinese is not good, so I give up this. So I am going to practice only Vajikalaya. Then it's engaged this blockage of samaya. And then after you become this Vajrayana practitioner, actually you try to practice at least Vajra, Vajra Safas mantra as much as possible. But if you can't every day do that, at least once a month, at least you are going to recite something or meditate or practice something. If you don't do for 1 month, full month, you become like a non-practitioners. At that time also, your samaya is not so pure. Then, of course, this is not, I think, engage for you. It's very much possible to engage with Dharma masters. So samaya is everybody need to keep, yeah. So if one don't have realizations, or one does not experience these profound experiences, and one does not see Yidam deities in the meditation mind and so forth, and then only one aspect like repetitions, famous, well-known, that's why I say, I saw this Yidam, I talked the Yidam, and I experienced this profound realization, then one's samaya is not pure. But I cannot share any single word because I'm going to keep pure samaya. That is misunderstood. Because if you sincerely talk, you visualize like this way and that way, your experience coming like that way and this way, these are a good thing you can share. Then that is also not engaged with you. That is in the Vajrayana practice, there are 4 activities. There are wrathful activities. If you are not you don't have a sign that you accomplished something, still you practice like a wrathful activities, sometimes it's a cause of problems, you know. And then this is a pretty easy one. You can benefit other beings, but you don't like to do it. That is also not a good thing. And then sometimes one breaks samayas. You know you did it, or other people know and other people tells you, still you don't confess. If you don't confess, then your samaya is not pure. It's very important. Every day confess. George says, do you remember? I think I shared. George keeps liberation vow, individual liberation vow. He says he kept this vow very purely. Even almost a moment, he did not engage these non-virtues. He kept very well. When he kept Bodhisattva's vow, sometimes okay, not okay, but he confessed. So he says 99% okay. But when he practiced the Vajrayana and tried to keep that vow, it's so difficult. So he mentioned that. So that's why Vajrayana vow. Right now, I just a few numbers of these in the mention. Otherwise, there are 100,000s of Vajrasattva's vows. So But then many practitioners think this is a little bit misunderstanding. Oh, since Vajrayana has very serious samayas or vows or commitments, so it's better to not practice it. This is not a good idea. You practice, and there are special way to confess. So that's where you confess and practice. So then your practice benefit other beings and yourself. And then the if you practice, I think that's okay. So if you practice, keep samayas very well, so then in this very life you will become enlightened. There are like a Milarepa, like a Buddha, Shakyamuni, like all these lineage masters, wonderful masters, they all attain Buddhahood in this very life. There were one master, he said in Tibet, first he did about 4 years retreat, and after that then he stopped to do that retreat. He did not retreat, but then he always practice is maintained with practice. So every day there are non-stop to appear yidams. Even drink tea or stand up or sit down, it's like a countless yidam deities. It's appear to him. So then he, for 30 years, he did not sleep. He always sit in the day and the night. He never slept. Sleep means he did not lie down in his bed. Always stay like this. So that's why then he said, if you practice, there is really enlightenment. If you really do that, there is really the stage of enlightenment. Yidam deities you didn't see from your clarity. They are always there. So he very seriously, 100% mentioned like that. So so to keep pure samaya, there are many samayas. Last week mentioned, today also mentioned this. So usually you practice compassion. This is very important. So Vajra during the Hundu practice, I mentioned practice Vajra. Many practitioners think preliminary practice is preparation. Not that. You are often try to practice this confession and confess non-virtues for your non-virtues or for other being practitioners non-virtues. And then the practice Gana Chakara sometimes fire puja, and then sometimes practice mandala. In this Samaya mentioned that even in that Vajrayana teaching, practice Vajrayana, this mandala 100,000 times for few times. If you practice mandala, it also purifies your breakage of samaya, and then sometimes you relieve the beings, protect other beings. It's no need to buy a very big cow or some horse or something like that. You cannot release person from the jail, maybe it's difficult, yeah. But at least on the path you walking, if there are some bugs, put on the safety place. So, and then meditate. So there are 4 things confess through Vajra Sattva. The Vajra Sattva is a special I think it's confessional Buddha, this the Sambhogakaya for purify the non-virtues through Vajrayana and Sutrayana, both ways. And then Ganachakara, there are Ganachakara practice, this, and then sometimes fire pujas, the smoke offering, these are included there. And then mandala practice, and then save others' life and release other from the dangerous places and meditate. So these are the, if you do these things, then always your samaya is pure. Then yeah, I think today we actually finish about Vajrayana session. And then next is actually there's some next session is the 5 essence of dharma. Also we call 5-fold of Mahamudra. That's I think next week we will I will teach on there. So if it's not too much for you, if not too much, repeat. So in the Dharma practitioners, there we say 3 vehicles. How to say the Sharavikas and the practical Buddhas, the one group. Vajrasattvas is the second group, and the Vajrayana practitioners are third group. So there are three kind of these groups. But usually, if you ask where are they, oh, these Sharavikas and practical Buddhas in the ancient time in India, these places, and then Bodhisattvas are in the Vulture Peak mountain or some that in these places. Vajrayana practitioners are in some places like the Indabudi king, and they are there. That is generally the history, but all of these 3 things are with your life. So you are Dharma practitioners, so you are going to practice these 3 things. So these are not difficult to practice. So Sharavikas and practical Buddhas practice what? They actually practice more about like the keep very well like generosity, practice generosity, and then practice moral discipline. Keep very well moral discipline, like a refuge vow. So you all are possessed refuge vow. So that's where you keep this refuge vow very well, because you already received this vow, and then you already received the Vajrasattva, the Bodhisattva's vow. So you keep very well this. And then you receive this Vajrayana's vow, so because you receive many empowerment and path instructions there, and keep very well. So these 3 things are your, actually we call it 3 trainings. If you follow, come on this path, these 3 things, your practice are like a vaccine moon. It increases step by step. It increases step by step. And right now, I'm talking about profound realization and profound love, profound something. I was talking quite a lot. All of these things are right now kind of just you think, oh, there are something. But if you follow with this three training, part of three trainings, then they quickly you can gain these realizations. You can experience. So then your mind and dharma are very close, being together. So that's I request and I trust you all can do that. So then that's all today. Thank you so much, all of you, for be patient. And thank you. Now we are going to dedicate. Can you arise your love from bottom of your heart for a moment? Arise. If you love one person or you love all beings, either fun. Please arise your love the moment of my recitation, okay? Chanjo zenjo rumbo je ma je banan je je ba nyam ba me ba ya gondo pe wa jo. May bodhicitta, the precious and the supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Okay.
All right, folks. So those of you who are in the Zoom room and like to stay for the Dharma discussion, just stay in the same room. And those of you who are watching on YouTube, you'll need to check out of this particular session and you'll see Dharma discussion for today's date and just link into that and we'll be back with you in a few minutes. Thank you.